Hello, my lovely angels. Before we go into the readings, I just want to let you know that the giveaway is still going on. The details will be linked down below in the comments section. It will tell you everything of how to enter if you'd like a free personal reading with me. I'll be picking 2 people to win. So 2 people will be getting the readings, maybe more. I don't know yet how many winners there'll be, but I do want to let you know that it's still going on. The winner will be announced on the 1st of April, so I'm going to go straight into the readings, but again, that will all be down below in the comments section. If you want to check it out, feel free to ask questions. I'll answer them there. All right, let's dive into the readings. Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading. This will be for the week of the 25th going to the 31st of March. I will dive into it, but before we do, the 25th is a full moon lunar eclipse, okay, in Libra. So this is really about kind of like breakthroughs. When a lunar eclipse happens, the energy around it can be quite crazy. This full moon is a worm moon, which basically is bringing up the whole spring vibes, you know, now that we're entering a new season, new beginnings on the horizon here, and full moons are really about bringing things into kind of like to an end, like completion. So the way that this may impact you, Pisces, really does depend on your rising sign. And I am thinking about doing a video on it, and I've been asking people. So if you would like one, then comment down below if you would like a separate video on this lunar eclipse happening on Monday, and I'll get it done for you by the time that it happens. And like the video, it will help me out, and also will tell me if you guys would actually like that kind of content. But anyway, let's dive into your reading, my angels. Let's see what's going on for you. And for anyone who's interested, these necklaces, I'm going to link the lovely store down below because it's run by a very lovely lady. They're handmade, and you can join me and little Daisy and Theo over there too. They're wearing one as well. All right, let's dive into it. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on in your energy. All right, that one just really tried to come out. I might put it back because the way it came out was very sneaky. The TikTok card, okay, you could be a bit frustrated about the timing of something or the fact that something's not happened yet. There's a little bit of frustration that comes through with that card, but let's see. Felt like a secret frustration. These cards are being strange today. Right, let's see. Pisces, please, Spirit. Ooh, okay, you have 3. The first one that's showing itself to me is the time to go. You have unfinished symphony coming through, and you have here and now, which is really interesting. 2 of these have an egg in it. Oh, okay. I see that you actually are preparing to leave something behind. Maybe that's where the frustration is. You just want to move forward. As you can see here, she's entering a new door. You know, she's closing an old cycle, ready to launch herself into this new one, which makes sense with the energies going on and the astrology behind it. But unfinished symphony is almost saying, like, I'm seeing that this is the same position, but you're feeling quite chaotic where you currently are at. Maybe it's a home, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's just your life at the moment and the phase that you're in. This is telling me that there is still something that you must do in this present moment that needs to kind of close a cycle out. As much as you want to move forward, Spirit is almost saying there is something in this moment, in this situation that you're trying to run away from and change. Something here needs to be kind of reassessed. I mean, we do have a Mercury retrograde coming up as well, so you know, this is a really prime time for reassessing certain things. Unfinished symphony does come up when there's a little bit of lack of closure in a situation as well, so it wouldn't surprise me if the past is coming back up for you guys to really close it out, you know, get the skeletons out the closet, deal with them, because there's something about the present moment and kind of a bit about the past too that needs to be changed before you can enter that future energy. It's almost the vibes coming through. You're really ready to go, and I can see that. This is what you're focusing on, but Spirit's like, hold on a second. You can't just leave this behind. I don't know what this is. We will dive into it. Let's get some other oracle decks out. We have loads, but there was 3 of these cards that wanted to come out, so you're gonna have a lot of cards here, Pisces. All right, let's see what else is going on for you guys this week. Right, Pisces, please, Spirit. Oh, you have the crown chakra coming through, which is very on brand for you, Pisces, because this is really about tapping into your intuition and your connection to the universe around you. Okay, whoever you believe in, if it's God, if it's the universe, if it's spirit, whatever you call it, it's really about your connectedness to the world around you. So this is telling me that you might have more vivid dreams. Sometimes this can come through as that. Maybe you guys have been a bit disconnected because of something that you're wanting to rush. But there is almost something coming through here, a message coming through directly from the universe that's trying to get you to understand that a door is opening in your present. I do see a message here that some of you are trying to escape a situation, but the door is in this situation. Okay, whatever that door is, it's a new beginning. You're looking for it outside of yourself, but it might be in the thing that you're trying to run away from. I don't know if that's a lesson. I don't know. We will dive deeper into it because this is very general, I guess. I guess it is a general reading. So the way that this applies in your life, Pisces, will be different to everybody else's. But let's see. All right, you have forgiveness coming through. Now that's interesting. I think if you're still bugged about the past here, if it's coming back up, I definitely feel like it's for a reason. I'm willing to release old resentments so that I may enjoy my life. So I think that's what Spirit's trying to call attention to, is like that you're trying to rush forward. I'm always seeing, I don't know why I'm seeing, when people have their kids, but they have them on the harnesses and kind of like a lead on their back. I'm seeing that you're the kid that just wants to go and run, and I want to do all these crazy things. I want this future. I think you have really good dreams for your future, which is amazing. And I think you just want to run towards it. But it's almost like I see them holding you back, and it's like, no, you have to like eat the dinner first or something. I don't know, like I'm just coming up with just these crazy imageries. But this what I'm hearing is like you have to deal with something here, right now, in this present situation before you can move forward. And this is something that you probably know already because the 7th chakra is here, your crown chakra. You may have already known this, seen it in a dream, felt it. Something's calling you to forgive a situation, and I think that there is a blessing in this. Whenever I see eggs in a reading, it does suggest that there is something coming to life, it's being born, being brought to the world. So that could be a manifestation, but it's almost like it's coming from your situation, and I don't know if you see that yet. Let's see, let's dive in. Let's get some further chakra cards for you. You have isolation. Okay, this happens when we kind of like make excuses not to do certain things. Like withdrawing yourself. In the textbook, in the book of these cards, the isolation card says something like there's a difference between isolating yourself and just enjoying your own space. So are we actually isolating ourselves when we should really be getting out there? You also have passion coming through, which this card does say, like, of course I do see that you're passionate about something, and that's why you're wanting to run ahead, or you're wanting to bring passion in your life. Maybe that's the thing that you're just hoping for, but it's almost like it's in this present moment that you're going to get that. Whatever it is that you're looking at is like over there. It's not, it's right here, but you have to sit in this present moment to really unlock it. If your present moment is kind of chaotic, this card is very like loud to me. It's like a piano really off key, like something needs tuning. Instead of like running to buy a new guitar, you have to fix the issue, like, and then you can save this one thing. So I don't know if this is pertaining to, again, a situation you clearly want to run away from. This is not for people in toxic relationships. Clearly, this seems outside of love, to be honest, but there is something that needs tuning first, and you'll realize that this problem, you don't need to run away from it. You can kind of, I don't know, right? Passion also comes through with not listening to other people's opinions of what you have passion in, okay? So, you might be worried about what other people think about something that you're super passionate about here, and that might make you feel like you want to run away. Expansion as well is coming through, saying make sure you ask for help when necessary. The community around you might have an influence on your expansion here, but things are expanding. I like that. You also have soulmate. which came through with the expansion. So for some of you, if you are already in a really nice relationship, there is some expansion going through with a soulmate. Or if you're single, then definitely whilst you're expanding, I do think you're finding your soul tribe. Righty ho, let's carry on here. Let's get an overall energy, please, for my lovely Pisces. Temperance, patience, and harmony. So very strong forgiveness energy coming through. All right, you could actually find some reconciliation happening around this time, by the way. And again, some of you, it may not be about, if it's with someone that you don't want to be with, of course, you don't need to get with them just because the tarot says reconciliation. That can just simply mean forgiving a situation so that you can move forward. This situation is coming back, not for you to run away from it, but to open the door with this situation, not to the person, but understand the lesson in this so you can close out a cycle. Okay, with Unfinished Symphony, there's an energy here that you don't want to leave bad blood in a situation, or again, like, I don't know what it's trying to say to you, Pisces. I hope it makes sense. But Temperance is saying it's okay to be patient in this moment, which is interesting because we did have that TikTok card coming through, which is again about that frustration, about the timing of something. Patience is a virtue this week for you, Pisces, okay? And you can get back on the path. The path is not going anywhere, okay? And you can go towards that lovely sunshine, which we know is about joy and happiness and freedom. But this is asking for balance and harmony. Otherwise, again, that unfinished symphony is just going to kind of follow you. All right. Let's see. For my Pisces this week, please, Spirit. High Priestess, that's your energy. Okay. Sometimes this comes up. I think that this is, again, some sort of like, I know I want to say soul contract with the High Priestess because, she has the information of the universe in front of her in this scroll or in this deck. It's in her laptop. High Priestess can also be a bit, again, about silence. So for some of you, there is a strong message about someone breaking their silence or really dealing with a very unconscious, a very spiritual situation, okay? Right. Listen to your intuition, my lovelies. All right, you have the Seven of Swords that now represents a secret. So can also represent a bit of self-sabotage at times. This is someone being very strategic. With the High Priestess as well, though, that's very strong secretive energy, okay? So you may be needing to forgive someone who may not have been very nice to you. And it's not about them, ever. It's never about them. It's always about your own development, your own spiritual development. And you don't need to understand why they did something, but it's about understanding it doesn't need to impact the rest of your life. All right. And sometimes this is why forgiveness comes through. Even if it's forgiving yourself, maybe you feel like you've gone against what you know you should be doing. Okay. Like that is something that, you could be dealing with your own kind of guilt here, or blaming yourself for things that you don't need to blame yourself for. All right. It's about forgiveness here. And I think it can be, depending on who this is, yeah, it definitely could be for yourself as well. Like forgiving yourself for loving someone who may have hurt you, and that's okay. To forgive yourself for that. Let's clarify these cards. Let's see the Time to Go card. Three of Cups and a Page of Pentacles, if you can see that. That looks like some of you might be wanting like friendships or moving towards a community is what it feels like. This can also be education as well for some of you, or a new job, for example, because the Page of Pentacles is like kind of going into new territories, taking action on something and learning something new. It's like the apprentice. And the Three of Cups looks like for some of you, you definitely might be entering a new community. This might be something that you're wanting, or it is this next chapter that's just happening for you guys. Three of Cups is celebration. It's fun. It's a good community. And again, we did see with expansion and soulmates, I do think you're going to have even more friendships, even more people around you moving forward. But at the moment, we have this isolation, which is interesting, right? I think you might be dealing with a lot of internal stuff, right? If you are in education, and again, I do definitely feel like there is some success coming through, or again, in terms of work projects, I do see that you might be getting a job, for example, if you've done an interview. Let's look at the Unfinished Symphony. Seven of Cups and the Nine of Wands, as you can see here. So this is something that still causes you confusion. Again, a lack of clarity for a lot of you in a situation. And the Nine of Wands is a situation that's kind of causing a lot of stress, mental stress. She's got a bandage over her head here. It's a situation that makes you feel quite lost and stuck and unsure and uncertain. A situation that you still feel hurt by, or it still affects you. What is this though? The Queen of Pentacles. Could be with a specific person. Of course, this can talk about job opportunities as well. It could be in your finances. Okay, this could be a lesson to do with your money, with your career, with a person. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Pisces. Sorry, I'm saying Pisces to you, unless you're dealing with another Pisces. But there could be somebody who's causing a little bit of frustration in a relationship here, or was, or did. Okay, what is this confusion about though? Or lack of closure? Three of Wands. This is usually a card of like waiting for something. So for some of you, maybe you were waiting for somebody to really kind of deal with something, or maybe say something to you, or say an apology, or explain what happened. Unfinished symphony. Let's see the here and now. The Three of Swords. Interesting. Because this is why it's so painful to be present, is because there is something here that's hurting you in your present situation, okay? It doesn't have to do with things around you, but it definitely is in your own feelings, okay? This can be internal or external. I'll allow you to apply it however it is in your life. There is an opportunity in your present, but it's something that you can't see just yet because the present also holds some pain. So clearly, whatever situation you're in, you don't like it, or you don't want to be in it, or it's causing, again, heartache. Five of Swords, conflict, disagreements, having to walk away from some things, or, desiring to. Sometimes the Five of Swords, maybe there's some words that were shared that were not so good, are not so good. Three of Swords again. Some of this could again be some sort of like guilt. And I don't know why that's coming up. Five of Swords is usually, it's kind of like taking Three Swords, saying, usually this is a card of like, kind of doing something or saying something out of frustration and later regretting it, okay? It's like a kind of a card of spite at times. Trying to win, win an argument, for example, just by saying whatever. I don't know if it's someone that you dealt with. I kind of feel like this is kind of bringing up that regret again, or guilt. And I'm not saying you've done anything wrong. A lot of the time this can just show up in the fact that you feel like you're not doing enough. Like I've said before, like whatever it is in your life, you're wanting to run away from your present situation, which could be that kind of thing that we do out of frustration. Again, like, let me just see what this is. All right, very general reading. You have the Four of Swords though, so it's almost like I'm just getting this energy here that you're finally healing something. What's so interesting about it is literally what we've been saying. The 3 came out with the 5, and it's ironic because the thing that they're asking you to do is to take a step back a little bit, to step backwards a little bit, which is why that past energy is coming through. Go backwards a bit and address that 3 of Swords properly. So again, this could really be about speaking up and confronting something, whether that's someone else or whether it's yourself, about some sort of pain, so you can actually address it and deal with it. Because 3 of Swords, to the 5 of Swords is skipping that healing step, It's not addressing it, it's still taking it with you. So maybe, there was a chance to express something, say something, you didn't take it, which is fine. But I think that it's hurt you. So I think this really is like I'm still trying to figure it out, but again, for those who it resonates with, you will understand what I'm saying. So if you have no idea and you're like, what the hell is this crazy chick saying, then this might not be your reading, but there is something that you have to address here because it's not being dealt with in the present moment. Meditate, sit with yourself. I really do feel like that's where the opportunity is actually going to come from. Like I've said, it's not coming from the past. It's not coming, the past is important, so is the future, but really what's the most important is the here and now and what we're doing in the present moment, So let's just get one more for that card. The Two of Swords. Interesting. This comes up when we have to cut something out and move forward and choose something else. Okay, it's kind of like a big decision. So whatever, and we have the Ace of Cups. This new chapter is definitely an emotional experience, and one that is going to be very good. And we've seen that with the Temperance card, and with all the energies that are coming up as well. Definitely is a new beginning happening. But just like that full moon, definitely is. That full moon energy is again, it's a clearance of something. Okay, and Libran energy is about partnerships. It's also about bringing things to balance. It's like the Justice card as well, you know, so it's a bit of like karmic energy too. Like it's coming up for a reason, like we said in the beginning. Okay, so you can actually have loving experiences, even if it's just the way that you speak to yourself. You know, you might be speaking to yourself negatively. I should have done this, should have done that. You know, I wish it could be this, you know, better. And you're looking into the future at a goal, hoping you can just jump there. And I think you're neglecting that healing process sometimes. And that's denying yourself this unconditional love. You can love yourself now without needing to have anything special around you. The fact that you're in this moment, I'm sure there are some things about yourself you can absolutely love, okay? But it's like maybe you just have a little bit of a negative self-talk, but that's only for a few of you in the way that it will resonate. The Spirit's really asking for patience and to take some time out, balance your feelings, bring some harmony into your present so that you can take that moving forward, because it doesn't just happen. You don't just jump into peace. You have to do the inner work. You know, you can't just move on from someone. You have to kind of address the pain that person may have caused in your life. You know, it's that kind of sequence. Right. What is this? The Five of Pentacles. Dealing with some sort of abandonment wound. Again, maybe not feeling good enough. The Five of Pentacles is like a scarcity mindset. It's not having enough, not being enough, not having enough people around you, not enough support. This telling me you can absolutely change that, but it comes from within first for a lot of you. All right, let's look at the crown chakra. The Five of Wands. This conflicting energy around you is really blocking your energy. This can be arguments, challenges. I don't know why I said challenges. I meant to say like conflict with people, okay, or a lot of thoughts, internal conflict, even a lot of voices up there arguing with one another. You know, it can really block your intuition. So again, meditation, zoning in, not thinking about all these distracting things. Try to find some time to really figure out how you really feel. Okay, let's look at the forgiveness card, the Six of Wands. So this is telling me there's going to be a lot of victory for you once you do forgive a situation. The Six of Wands is coming away from that Five of Wands. Okay, so when you calm those voices, or when you calm this conflict, when you walk away from it, you will have a lot of success and you will really be at peace with the situation. It's a card of victory. You'll find forgiveness. And here we go to the sunshine. You know, now you're able to move forward. This is the way I'm seeing it, is with this Temperance card right bang in the middle. Sometimes it's kind of coming away from a conflict, coming away from these voices, balancing yourself. Then you come back to it and things kind of just work out really well. Okay. And the Five of Wands, are actually behind you now, and they're rooting for you. So if there is any conflict, or if it's internal, external, whatever, people will be rooting for you, even if you don't expect it. Trust me. Right. Let's look at the isolation card. The Ten of Cups. That's very interesting. This is a card of happiness, emotional fulfillment. It's a rainbow. So, you know, after the storm, there's finally the sunshine, which is a very big theme for you throughout these cards, is that sun energy. I think for a lot of you, maybe isolation is what's kind of necessary. And I think that you are going to do that, but I think that this is free meditation. Okay. And by the way, this is also about community. So I think when you've really discovered something and stop distracting yourself about other things and moving forward, and I have to do this, and that door opening, when you sit with yourself, the door will open. And I think that you will have really amazing relationships with people, and you will feel super fulfilled and be able to enjoy maybe people around you if you felt like you don't want to be around anyone. Let's look at passion. The Strength card. Damn. Leo energy coming through. Strength and passion is telling me that there is definitely something that you do love to do, and it's really asking for you to do more of that, whether it's just a creative thing, an idea, taking taking a passionate idea forward, making a career out of it, whatever, being of service even as well. But for some of you, it could even just be a hobby, like I've said, okay? But there is something strong about this, and you can definitely gain more from the situation, okay? And the Ace of Wands coming through, definitely some sort of passionate new beginning. This is a card of passion, so passion and motivation will all come into your life, absolutely, the more that you're doing it, not postponing it. All right, let's look at expansion and soulmate. The Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Emperor, and let's look at the soulmate again. Six of Swords. So things are moving forward in terms of your relationships with people. This is telling me you've been through a little bit of a chaotic situation. All right, that's the Five of Swords that we had. All right, Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. This is about wish fulfillment, but this is something that you've been waiting for a while, that you've been really trying to give energy to, okay? I like the situation. I just feel like this is just saying that keep going. If you've been trying to focus on expanding in your life, keep giving to it. Nine of Cups saying that you will get wish fulfillment from it. It does feel like a little bit of slow movement that's been happening here, but the Emperor is good. For those of you who are in business, this is telling me that there might be a position of authority opening up for you, or you could have your own business, or you could definitely be getting a really good opportunity from a boss, okay? And Six of Swords, things are definitely moving forward in terms of your relationships with people, and you're learning a lesson about the people who have been in your life, okay? How you may have handled situations, and you're moving towards much calmer things in your soulmates. Alrighty, my angels, well, I hope this reading made sense for some of you. The giveaway details are down below. I may have said that in the beginning of the video if I remember to put that in. But aside from that, that's all I have for you. Let me know how it is and how it was for you, and I will see you guys next time. All right.